Hello everyone and welcome to the C3 Comic Show. This last Saturday was Comic Fest. Josh Hobein sure was ready. As was Deadpool. What's up, buddy? Lots of great comics were available for anyone who decided to stop into their local comic book store. Free giveaways? You bet I was there. And guess what I saw? That's right. Lex Luthor couldn't pay for an item, so he decided to kill Superman with a kryptonite rock. Boom! Oh, Lex, you're so crazy. But with Halloween over, it's time to think about Christmas. And what says Christmas like Walking Dead merchandise? So here's Mike telling us what we should buy.
Hey guys, hope everybody enjoyed the Season 5 premiere of Walking Dead this past Sunday. I know I did. That stuff is through the roof, man. Needless to say, this season's going to be huge. Much like a lot of these products this holiday season. Kicking things off, we're looking at previews exclusive Funko Pop figures. Now, what makes those exciting is the fact that you're not going to be finding these in Target or Walmart. You're going to be finding them in your local comic book store or small box toy store. Along with Funko Pop absolutely taking over the Walking Dead world with figures this season, keep an eye out for the beyond awesome McFarlane series. Most recently, the comic series 3 hit, and Punk Rock Zombie sells itself. You got your Glenn and Riot gear. Coming in over on the TV side, you got your man Tyrese. You got your Charred Zombie over here. Coolest thing about the McFarlane figures is that they're only going to get better. If you thought last season's figures were pretty badass, needless to say, these are going to blow your expectations away. Series 6 should be coming out here before the end of the year with the much anticipated Carol and Herschel figures. Moving along, we've got the Daryl Dixon with Chopper Deluxe box set. Now this is something that's sold out dang near immediately all summer long, and now is slowly trickling itself back into the mainstream market. Not only is this digitally recreated at McFarlane, features probably one of the best looking Norman Reedus figures to date. Interesting thing to point out, if you guys are hardcore about things, you notice that they removed the SS off the gas tank. And the cool thing is that they didn't include the different logo, as you can see on the back. So that's not there, the SS isn't there. I don't know if it makes a difference in the collector's world or not, but it's always kind of neat when the box doesn't match the product. Speaking of digitally recreating things, McFarlane has been absolutely blowing things up in their studios this year. Coming at us in the new 10-inch line is the Daryl Dixon. Now, this hit the market last winter. However, they're making their way back. The second figure to come out is going to be a Rick, based on Andrew Lincoln's likeness from the show. Again, it sells itself. This is by far one of the best scale figures that I've seen on the market. Retail on these $39.99. Pick one up if you can find one. At Target and Walmart, we've got The Walking Dead card game. Don't let the title on this one fool you. And I'll be honest with you guys, I strictly bought it because it was The Walking Dead card game. All it is a deck of cards, and it's whoever has the high card wins. That's the game. So you might want to avoid that one. However, it is still fun if you're looking for just 2 to 6 players sitting around the house. Super easy to pick up, super easy to put down. Moving along, for the gamers in your life, Walking Dead Risk. Premise here is that your typical Risk has been replaced with all sorts of Walking Dead survival edition things. You've got your Governor's group, you got your Green family, you got your Rick's group, you got your Prisoner group. You're trying to take over, gain as much territory as you can. Playing through it, if you've already played Risk before, you'll know exactly what's going on. If you're a Walking Dead fan, it makes things that much better. Talking about the comics. This year, the compendiums, volume 1 and 2, have been absolutely nowhere to be found. There are some issues with the print houses, so if you ordered some, just be patient. It looks like they will be hitting the shelves again later this month, and before the Christmas season, you'll be expected to see those again in your Barnes & Nobles. Odds are you'll find them at Target. But most importantly, find them at your local comic shop. They'll be happy to order them for you. Most shops are keeping them in stock as soon as they're able. Just be patient. They're amazing. Volume 1 collects 1 through 48. Volume 2, 49 through, I believe it's 96. And at $60 retail, you can find them anywhere from $45 to $60. That's almost $1 an issue, a little over $1 an issue, and you can't beat that price. New this week in the book world, The Walking Dead All Out War AP edition. This is the special artist proof edition. This collects all the work from Charlie Adler, collects the entire All Out War storyline, which, let's see here, was issues 115 through 126. For those of you that have been following the book, needless to say, this is a story arc worth checking out on its own. A lot of things have happened in the comic world, and if you haven't read any of it and are only a fan of the show, that's okay. All I'm going to say is you're missing out. Go ahead and pick it up. The comic is not like the show. It is a parallel universe, we'll call it. Just keep that in mind. You know, if you're asking why Rick only has one arm in the comic, well, it's because it's a comic. Leave it at that. Lastly, on the collector's market, bringing back some of the Walking Dead Series 1 figures. Now, for those of you out there who are keen on the eBay thing, you may have seen these puppies go gangbusters. I usually don't like using that term, but in this case, it applied. These things hit the market way back in 2011. They were recalled almost immediately. Biggest thing being, if you noticed, ages 8 and up. You can't have blood and guts for the ages 8 and up crowd. So a lot of these got recalled. The Daryl Dixon alone in the original package, we're seeing in the $150 to $250 range. The Deputy Rick, we're seeing him go in that $100 to $200 range. Even the simple biters, the wind-up biters, you're looking at $75 to $100 a piece these days. But again, be on the lookout for the 8 and up, not the 13 and up ones, the 8 and up ones. And I think that about does it for my time. You guys go ahead and leave a comment on here, like us, share us, and we'll enter you to win a Sweet Walking Dead t-shirt, courtesy of Juke Joint Comics, right here in Bismarck.
Mmm, tasty.